Our guest today is an award-winning TV host. We only bring you top-notch guys. Award-winning TV host. She's a voice actor. She's an aspiring actress. She's an events planner. She's a woman of many hats. I'm talking about none other than Georgina Mbira.
Oh wow!
Sorry, Georgina Mbira. It's the R's. You know.
It's fine. My name is Ferraris. Ferraris Mbira.
Okay, Ferraris.
Yes.
Time.
Thank you so much.
I
Thank
love
you.
your hair.
Thank you very much.
That's literally your hair.
No. Yes, it is. I bought it. I have a receipt. So yeah.
Oh.
Let me just let you know.
Just said I greet myself.
You agree? I know. I agree
You know?
myself. No,
Yeah.
this is sister
You
locks.
look so
Artificial.
exotic.
Oh, they look so
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, so
Sana.
welcome.
Gosh, unaweza jaza watu hapa na compliment.
We have to. We
Tunaweza.
have to.
If you didn't know, now you know.
No,
but we
Tunaweza.
have to gas you. Why do you think
Yes.
you're here? We have to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
But
so now,
just to
gas
start
yourself.
off, for the guys maybe who are seeing you for the very first time,
Yeah.
who be Georgina?
Oh wow. So Georgina is a child of God. Let's start there. I'm a mother of 2 boys, Kyle and Aiden. Hi, baby. I am also I'm also a wife to one Kevin Karanja. I'm sorry, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Oh.
What do you do? How you doing?
Oh,
marriage. Let's do
Oh,
it.
so you have a thing.
You have your thing.
You have like a thing you have to do like, yo.
He has to be known.
So cute.
So yeah, hi Kevin Karanja. How are you?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Claim your man in public.
Went to a central.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Mbira is
So
from.
Mbira is my family name, like our patriarch.
Okay.
It's initially Masai,
Okay.
but it dialed down to the Kikuyu that I am.
Really? So
Yes.
it's a Kikuyu name.
It is a
I've never
Kikuyu
heard
name.
Mbira in
It is.
Kikuyu.
It's
So
those
you say
unique
Mbira.
names.
Eh, Mbira. Yeah. Okay.
Georgina Mbira.
Nice.
I'm also, I'm not an event planner, but I'm an event host,
Okay, event host.
a voice artist, and what people call me an influencer, a motivational speaker, a part-time stand-up comedian.
wow.
Which is a damn lie,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they know me as, but this is me.
Okay, so what
yeah.
came first and how did it come about?
What came first? In terms of
Hosting,
like,
events, hosting,
what came first? I think the voice acting came first.
voice acting.
Yes, the voice acting came first. It was out of sheer, like I was very broke. I didn't have a job. At that time, I just had my firstborn in 2011. And so I remember my friends telling me, yo, Georgina, you have a very good voice. You fanya kitu your story, you know.
voiceovers,
And you know, sometimes when you're with yourself, you're not very sure if you have
Yeah.
gifts and talents. Like, how could sure didn't buy now? But you see, it got to a point where I had to trust them, and I went to the internet, started looking for production companies. Like I write it down. If there's a number or an email, I call them, and that's how it started. I think my first gig was like 6 months after
After you
I started
looking.
putting my, my name out there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Then came TV hosting. Is it other people who also told you you should try TV, or are you like,
That's
"I
true.
can't do TV?" Yeah.
Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I wanted to be a radio presenter.
Okay.
And I used to go for auditions, and I remember actually I almost got a gig at Capitol.
Oh, wow.
But I was in the hospital having my second child. Thanks
No,
God. Thank you
are
very
you
much.
serious?
Imagine that. So like I'm checking my emails and I'm like, yeah, so when did
When
this
you were in
happen?
labor?
Can you imagine? You know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I wanted to be a radio presenter. That did not work out, but every time I went for an audition for TV, there I was, and I landed I think for me this is my debut. This is how people got
how
to
you
know
got
me.
to get known.
Exactly, that was the perfect wedding.
And which
Our
show?
perfect wedding.
Our perfect wedding.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, let me ask you, you doing what you do, and you being through a couple of things. You see, like you wanted to get
Get a
into
job.
radio, then
Yeah.
that's when you're having your baby, then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe this is not supposed to happen at this
Yes.
time. Maybe later on. How was that for you? How did you feel, as a person?
I have gotten to a point where I solely put my trust on God, because He has the grand plan. Girl is out here thinking I'm gonna be a radio presenter. Just small plans. And He's like, hold up, I got you. I know where you can thrive. I know where your talents and gifts are. Hata saa hilo hujui vizuri. So of course we have you're artists, you're an actress. You go to auditions. You're unakataliwa 67 times. Sometimes you think like, what is my problem? Ni nini sina? And the moment you come and realize that it's all about preference. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just preference, and your day will come, and it will come, and you will shine. Yes.
Probably if you had gotten the capsule job, you wouldn't have gotten a perfect wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think everything works out.
It really does.
Long term.
Yes.
So how long would you say you've been in the media industry?
To be honest, I think I'm still a novice because I resigned from the job in 2019.
Okay.
I have not been on telly for 2 years now. Yes.
Why did you resign?
Oh, goodness. You know, right now, it's easier for me to identify the reasons that led to my resigning. In as much as there were very many outward influences, the 2 years that I've been away, you can sit down and have moments of introspection and be like, you know what, Georgina, in as much as you had issues with who and who and who, at the end of the day, you had your hand on the steering wheel. You know, you could have decided to, you know, shut the voices, you know, at the end of the day, and realize that you two have some toxicity with you. I was the kind of person who would not differentiate. Like, I cannot remove my emotions from my job.
Oh, so you
I
can't
actually,
function if there's
exactly,
like a certain, like,
that was me.
energy,
Like, I would never ever remove. You see this phrase, it's not personal, it's business.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it
don't
now
understand
hits,
it.
exactly. 2 years down, it really hit, because it is indeed, it's not personal, it's business. And I don't think I would be able to go to my next season being the same person that I was, who just constantly had knee-jerk reactions to everything. Just an emotional wreck, basically.
I think it's so beautiful that you've learned from yourself from that.
You have
experience.
to.
So would you say that you're still like the person who like has the knee-jerk reactions?
Definitely.
Or are you
Wow. What was the point of having these 2 years of learning and relearning and be the same person? I think that's just sheer madness. But I'm really grateful that I did have that time. And yeah, sometimes you need to sit down, allow the Lord to rebuke you. You know, when God rebukes you, by the way, it's very nice and cuddly and comfortable. He's going to tell you, you're trash, girl. You're the good kind of trash.
And I'm like, let me
But he's still
you.
going to, but he's still going to show you the ropes. He's still going to take care of you. He's going to help you point out your negatives, you know, and fix that for you.
Let me ask, okay, this is just even not what I wanted to ask.
Yes.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
Okay, yeah, because I can hear the way you're talking about your God is like all over the place. I'm like, yes, Jesus.
Definitely. If you're not plugged in.
So let me ask you, you know, today on Live Spot, we were talking about, you know, millennials and relationships. But you doing a wedding show, definitely you got to interact with a lot of couples, you know, seeing people from, you know, the before or in the opportunity, they walk down the aisle. And from how you're speaking, you know, you're, hey, boo.
What?
You're happily married. You know, you can tell, like, you know, you're happy in your marriage and in your space.
Yeah.
What's your take on, you know, from everything you've learned, the experiences that you've had, what's your take on relationships? What would you advise, you know, young people out there maybe who are trying or thinking of getting into relationships or already in relationships from what you've seen yourself?
Okay.
Especially the young ones.
When we say young, we 20s?
Yeah, 20s.
Yeah, so maybe tuseme tu generally.
Okay.
Say wakombako kama foreign ama
We're talking about millennials.
Millennials. Oh, us guys.
Yeah, but you know, the ones
So-
from 1995. See, to me.
Tumezeka.
So 1995 kuendelea hivyo tu.
I feel like this generation or the guys now after us, my goodness, they are rushing into things so badly. So you identify a chick, it's all about hookups, you know, it's all about, so hi, can we meet up? Meeting up is not for a dish, it's not even for a drink these days. Somebody has just come armed with condoms and it's going down.
It's time.
Like, what is it goes down in the dinner.
Touch them physically.
You guys are, you know, if I decide to tell you all the spiritual implications of what you guys are doing, it's a mess. It's deep, but just take your time. I mean, that's why there's dating, you know, get to know the person inwardly and outwardly, you know. Don't rush. Pray, please. It works. Like, oh my God, the things that I have handled with prayer, you know. But again, we're terribly godless, but it's fine. Also talk to our parents. I feel like our parents have very interesting, like their outlook is so different in as much as we might feel like they're out of touch, still their wisdom is
they have something
to say that can
I used to tell my mom about some problems. She's like, listen,
you're
still young, you can find someone else.
Yeah.
If he's going to disturb you like this, he'll disturb you forever.
I know.
Don't suffer like us, you know, like
Hakuna
as much
haja.
as she doesn't know what's going on, she's like, listen, you can bounce.
And at the same time, we need to, you know, pay tribute to the fact that they've been in marriage for what, 30, 40 years.
Exactly.
So they
And
definitely,
started
they
very
did something
young.
right.
Yeah.
And that's why you need to pick from them.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
ask, what's that thing you learned from all the couples you interacted with? What was that constant thing you saw it maybe in different forms, different
Yeah.
ways, but it was like, okay, that you can tell these people out here. We're not even talking millennials right now.
Yeah.
In general.
In general,
Because I feel like a lot of
marriage,
relationships-
weddings,
yeah, if you're getting to that space, because na feel wako very disoriented.
yeah.
With what marriage inafai kukua ikikani.
Marriage ni watu
Yeah.
wawili, bro. It's just two people.
Not your family.
Not your family.
friends.
Those are additions. They're
Yeah.
additions. There's a nuclear and there's the extended.
Exactly.
And we cannot like completely ignore them because they're part of us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be you, your husband, and if you decide to have children, exactly. So when you decide to keep listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every Harriet is no, but you don't
nothing
wash
to
his
say,
boxers.
yeah.
What if that's your love language?
Just watch them.
What if that's your love language and that's what's working for
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
And Harriet's love language is cooking, but your
Exactly.
husband doesn't really care. You know, you can go do takeouts.
Yeah.
Identify your love language, stick to that. Make him happy, let him make you happy. And we live happily ever after, ladies and
Exactly.
gentlemen.
And on that
Cinderella.
note, guys, and on that note, guys, you need to pay the bills. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and we will never get tired of telling you about super deals because you guys, this is a deal and a half. So www.superdeals.co.ke is allowing you to purchase items from their website for as low as 20 shillings. 20 bob. Do this. Go log into their website and check out some of the amazing items that they have to offer, from iPhones, cars, motorbikes, flat screens, laptops, and so much, fridges, and so much more. All you have to do is you pick the item of your choice, put in your phone number, and alongside it put in your lowest unique bid. It has to be low and it has to be unique, right? And you stand a chance to win that item. So obviously the more you bid, the more your chances of being the lowest unique bid and winning that item, obviously. And of course, we'll be announcing the winners here on Chatspot. We'll be announcing them every week, after the bid has closed. I just have to remind you that terms and conditions apply, and of course you have to be 18 and above to participate. Yes. Kush, you
Yes,
have
and of
that?
course I'm on Facebook at Switch TV Kenya. Naona comments zenu zina come through. You're feeling the vibe the way I'm feeling the vibe. Kelly anasema very loving and social, the way she flows with the couples, I mean all of them. I'm seeing Ashley anasema Georgina Mbira, my favorite wedding host pale Maisha Magic. A perfect wedding, lots of love from Nikiwa Meru. Anasema Charles. Okay, but sawa. Karimi anasema nakaa fiti. Amina anasema this beautiful lady, she's a powerhouse, amazing host. I'm seeing Irina anasema our perfect host pale kwa our perfect wedding. Ndisa anasema can't wait for the show, she is so amazing. Maria anasema I just love how she hosts perfect wedding. Gikonya anasema Georgina is such a vibe, I got nothing but mad love for her. #chatspot. I'm seeing Tracy anasema I love the lady. I'm seeing Doggies anasema tuko ndani. Anasema that is live. Yeah, ni live yes. But yeah, hiyo ni ya kuishi mtu wangu. Lucy pia anasema lots of love to Georgina. Mkaina anasema mnakaa poa. Purity anasema siwezi chelewa, she made me stay glued kwa screen when she was at Maisha. I'm seeing Betty anasema niko ndani. Irene anasema big love mama, na Masharia pia anasema mnakaa fiti sana, salimia Georgina. Oh, you got so much love.
My goodness.
So what have you been doing for the last 2 years? Nini uli discover by the after ulichukua break?
Hey, nilidiscover vitu mingi. So technically, well, I think it's just a year and tuko April.
Yeah, a few months.
I had to count. I literally had to count. 1 year, 4 months, yes, because the 1 year was a grace period. Like it is travel, it is rest, it is chill with the family and everything. But at the same time, gosh, I got to learn so many things. You're not as ninja as you imagine to be. I got to realize, again, in this moment of introspection, you come and realize you're so unaware of how like you have zero self-knowledge, you know. You're friends with everybody, you're available to everyone, you have no clear direction of where you're heading to, you're not even familiar to your strengths and your weaknesses. It was so crazy. But at the same time, I now can comfortably say what I want with my life, you know. I have a clear path, I know my purpose, you know. I also did a few pilots. I shot a few pilots, and then COVID happened, and then
And
my
everything
God,
was on, like, standstill.
imagine! Like
yes,
I didn't
right.
imagine I would be depressed, but I was depressed for a couple of months,
Oh,
man.
man.
But I'm
everything just stopped.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm really grateful that I have the grace now and the confidence to go over to my new season, which is going to be amazing.
Speak it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
I also got to spend a lot of time with my friends, my family, mostly my family. Because again, in the busyness of things, yani, unakuta umetoka job, uko na time lakini time inakuwa ni club.
You know,
Wow,
sherehe.
Georgina.
You actually had ulijita mkutano.
Nimejita tu, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people have never quite gotten to that point of sitting yourself down with a notebook and a pen, and my earring is gone. Sitting down, I know, sitting down with a, you know, and just talk to yourself, you know, to allow kujitoa makosa and find your true north, you know. And I found my true north, especially in Christ. And man,
It's been fantastic.
it's been
Oh,
fantastic.
that's so amazing.
Yes.
So how is it being, because, you know, being a media personality mom is different from being a normal mom. You know, they have 9 to 5 and they know
Yeah.
by 6 they're in the house and with their kids, but sometimes you have to shoot until like midnight
Yeah.
and whatever. How is it being a mom in the media industry? Do you ever feel like guilty, or do you just
I
do
did,
the
I
best you
did.
can?
I did. Like, especially when I said the little time that I had, I was not spending with friends and just partying, you know. It got to a point where my firstborn son is an amazing swimmer, and I never got to even see that, you know. Nona tu kwa diary, but then, bro, your son is dope.
Winning.
You're like, this is not the kind of life you want. But at some point, you get a balance, especially now that they're big, they're 10 and 7. No, you can afford
So
to.
first born is 7 and second born is
No, 10. 10 and
10
7.
and 7.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Like your children are adults.
They're adults.
I
know.
Because I think nilianza kazi my firstborn akiwa 7. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I should have started early, but it's fine.
It's cool. Kila mtu na time yake.
Imagine in 10 years utakuwa na miaka
Imagine.
ngapi? That's what I do.
Wala,
You're like in 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
But now you can safely
Yeah.
say that you found the balance.
I found the balance.
Yeah.
I did find the balance.
Okay, so will we be seeing you on our TV screens?
Most
you know, as an
definitely.
actress anytime?
I would love to venture into acting. I did it actually in that break, by the way. I did. It was a very short film where I got to murder my boyfriend. Like, it was so cool.
Are you serious? It was a short film. What was it
Yes.
called?
It was Silent Witness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it was such hard work. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That is wow.
Yeah.
Your
It's
cousin
rough. It's
Ngumu.
rough. Yeah, it's
But
hard.
I would not mind venturing into that again. And of course, I feel very at home on TV.
Yeah.
And my radio dreams are still.
They are still there.
Yeah, they're still there. Yes.
Okay, so
And farming.
so what would you say is the main difference? Because, you know, people see you acting on TV and they're like, that is so easy. So what would you say is the major difference between being a TV host and being an actress,
Like I said,
from your experience?
I just acted once.
Yeah.
And it was on YouTube. So I am not. That's why I'm an aspiring actress. So there's absolutely nothing different with me now and Georgina on Our Perfect Wedding, because it was a reality show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's nothing.
okay.
In fact, when people meet me on the street and they're like, "Oh, you're the same old." Like even
Like, what did
conversation
you
does.
expect?
Yeah, what did you expect? I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
So you're
yeah.
yet to figure out what
I'm yet
the
to
main
figure out how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But
for me,
I'm
when I
like,
came and did live TV, I was like, I am talking directly to the camera.
Yes,
What?
yes,
That was
yes.
like, no.
I know.
Me, I talk to the other person on the camera. Anyway.
I think that's why you need to venture into a lot of things, and then you get to find out so much about yourself and your abilities. And I think that's a very cool space to be in.
That's true.
Yeah. So what's 2021 looking like for you?
2021 is
What's
looking
cooking?
it's looking hopeful. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be back on TV and also be able to bring what I have worked upon. yes, and just be properly plugged into Christ. Saki
Oh,
sasa
wow.
kuanguka tena. I mean, it's just so hard.
Yeah.
Too much work to be on and off, and just,
Yeah.
you know, reach out to more people and just spread hope and a bit of knowledge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you've learned so much
Yeah.
at the time. And
Yeah.
also being a Christian and being in this industry.
I know.
What's your experience like? Because I know it can't be easy.
Well, like I said, it's in the 2 years that I've been proper, you know. Those other years, you're still a Christian, but you don't find me in the club.
In the
I
club.
can relate.
Oh, and
Okay.
you're still going to find me in the club with my
But
friends.
on Sunday we'll be in
because-
church.
It's crazy.
Trust me, I can relate.
bad.
Are you actually looking back and you're like,
Yeah,
you're looking
Whole
back, you're like,
different
you look back
situation.
and you're like, how shady.
what the hell?
Yeah.
How shady can one be? Yeah, but and then at the same time, you have to realize, like, I have friends who are club people. Do not expect that I won't sit down with them in a club and just have a talk, you know.
Yeah,
So
and just
I'm
have a
not
good
gonna be
time.
hypocritical about it.
Yeah.
Say to stand up my pianos ikifunguliwa at some point because I want to
Turn up my
feel the
pianos.
vibe a bit
You
and
know.
go home early.
Exactly. You can still leave early.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't drink. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel sad for the Christians in the industry who
Especially in the limelight.
in the limelight, because immediately you say that the Kenyans have a way of now we're about to now
They're going to call
go
you out on
down.
everything.
And
Man.
like, the beauty about my life is that I'm so happy that all of us are going to die. We're going to die.
None
at
of
some
us is
point.
staying- is immortal.
None of us
We're all
is
dying,
going
6 feet
out
under.
alive.
Yeah.
And immediately you just know where you're heading to. Everything else is just noise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Doesn't need any
Georgina,
kelele.
yeah, so
Doesn't need
maybe
any kelele.
give us your social media handle so that
Yeah.
people can keep up with you and know what's happening this 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
On Instagram, I'm Ferrari. That name is stuck. It's so
Where
stuck
did you
in
get
my.
that name from?
You read it on your Facebook.
Oh, the Ferrari. Oh,
You even forgot.
please, I
Ferrari.
forgot.
So it's Georgina Mbira on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
for
for joining
coming
us
too.
today.
You've been a vibe,
Yeah.
you know. But we've come to the end of the show. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Mbona karibuni that it
umefikiria?
Sato.
Eh.
Nilikuwa like, ama ni Sato.
Unafikiria kesho ni
No.
Saturday?
But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's just Thursday. Kesho ni Friday.
Takukimbisha wiki.
Yeah. Watu wa 10:30. Kesheni vizuri. Bye bye guys.
Bye.